Hey guys, Phillips here. Me and Dweebo does not have a lot to say, and I'm with him on this. So he's going to come in on a cut to him with his view of the movies, because people say we talk over each other too much too. But we just got to seeing the 10 o'clock Wednesday screening of The Hangover Part 3, because they're actually opening the movie on Thursday, because I've heard that they're going to be having now, like Thursday's the new Friday with some movies, and then they're going to have the midnight and 10 o'clock screenings on Wednesdays now, apparently. Now, the thing is, the kind of complaint with the second movie that I kind of had, and a lot of people did, was it was essentially the same as the first movie about them, blacking out, waking up, not knowing what happens, something happening to one of the characters, them going missing, and kind of like the problems that they're having to deal with, because of that night, that they don't even remember what happened, and characters popping up and things like this. This one opens with Galifianakis' character, and he's kind of in the middle of like a breakdown. He just bought a giraffe, and driving with him on the highway, and accidentally, kills the giraffe, and, then his father is screaming at him, ends up having a heart attack, and this is in the very beginning of the movie, and his mother, brings his friends, all the main characters from the first two movies, to try and take him on an intervention. They know the only way he will go is if all of them go, and on the way, they end up getting taken in by John Goodman and the people with John Goodman, because they're trying to find Mr. Chow. So the whole movie is kind of like about them trying to find Mr. Chow, because the one friend, who always goes missing in all the movies, has been taken captive by John Goodman and, the thugs with John Goodman. And, if he doesn't, get Mr. Chow, then they're going to kill him. So that's basically the whole thing, is kind of these kind of weird things going on. But the movie has that kind of vibe of, like, sequel. And it kind of is one of those movies where you can just kind of tell they're kind of like hinting to the other movie, and they don't really have a whole lot of content and a whole lot to do with what they've got. And it just, I don't know, it's just one of those movies when they kind of go off the, almost like jumping the shark with the movie. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but I also didn't hear people laughing hysterical. I heard some laughs, but there was also a lot of dead in the movie, and a lot of things kind of didn't work. All in all, though, I think it's probably worth checking out if you really like the movies. But if you kind of up in the air with them and you don't like them that much, I wouldn't like rush out. Like I didn't hate it though. I liked it, but it's not at all perfect, and it almost doesn't even feel like the Hangover movie. It's so different. The whole thing is a totally different vibe, and doesn't have the blacking out aspect, doesn't have a lot of things, doesn't have a cameo that I'm sure everyone was hoping for, which I don't know why there wasn't that. But we're going to cut to Dweebo with a little, his little reaction to the movie as well. But me, out of 5 stars, would give it, as I say a lot, 2.5 probably. I would have given the last movie probably 3. The one before that I would have given 5. I really liked the first one. Now cut to Dweebo with his view. Go ahead, Dweebo.
Okay, so basically what I would have to say is definitely stay through to the end credits, because there's this hilarious scene just thrown in at the end, which brought me back to what I liked so much about the first one. It was just ridiculous and completely, funny and outlandish. So yeah, that's definitely something to check out. And I wish there was like a Mike Tyson cameo somewhere in there, because he was always so funny in the other two. And one thing I'll say is there's always good music in these films. Like, I think I heard a Dirt Nasty song in there in the first one, and there was a Danzig song in this one, Kanye West, some good music, yeah.
Now, I want to say the last thing to you is, do you like this new turn? What do you think about the way this movie went, where it went to being kind of like a real silly thing to a way more serious, kind of Very Bad Things kind of vibe, sort of?
Yeah, Very Bad Things, I really like that one as like a dark humor kind of thing. What I'd have to say is that it didn't really seem necessary to throw that kind of thing in there. Like, it was supposed to be a really weird and outlandish movie like the first one, and this one just seemed like it was trying to bring something else out of it.
So out of stars, what would you say? I said 2.5. What would you say?
I mean, I guess 2. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, guys, wow, this was a tough review to do. People were walking around everywhere. They were, like, backing a car into the movie theaters and loading in I don't know what. I got a rosacea red face, which I always get out of the movies. But anyway, though, guys, thanks a lot for watching, for subscribing. We'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.